Kunal, you know how V6 Formula One engine would sound?
Wait a minute. I'm sure there's a trick question here. But I have probably Googled a little and probably seen something. No, I don't know. So tell me.
Yes, you were with me last weekend. You were drunk. You were sloshed. You did not notice that DJ Tiesto, who was in India, did not have enough speakers to reach us. That's how the Formula One sound of F1 engines with 6 cylinders is going to be: weak, feeble, timid, disappointing.
So you mean to say it'll be Formula One, but it will not sound like Formula One?
It'll be a very gay Formula One.
Okay, well, so it also goes to say you and I didn't enjoy Tiesto as much.
And two men talk about that. My name is Rishi Kapoor. Kunal Shah is standing across the table. Together we get for you the Inside Line. The Inside Line, a very, very popular, if I may call it this way,
Precisely.
Formula One podcast. We also podcast between races while the teams are resting, the drivers are preparing for the Grand Prix. We have a gearing up system of our own. Kunal,
Yes, Rishi.
update me on Multi 21, please.
Well, firstly, since you said popular, we must tell people why. We must thank everyone. Yes, woohoo! We've crossed some mind-blowing number of views in the last 1 week. And there has been an overdose on Multi 21.
Tell me about it. What is the latest?
The latest is still, I think, between all the 3 weeks gap, the only thing people have spoken about is the team orders.
Yes.
The Multi 21, they've been trying to dissect if 2 is for Weber and 1 is for Vettel and all those permutation combinations.
Yeah.
The controversy surrounding it.
Yes.
But the only thing that really interests me, again connected to Weber, is will he be replaced next season?
Yes, will he be replaced next season? There is a whole lot of theories, a great school of thought that says Weber is no sheep. He's actually a wolf in the pack wearing the wool.
Yeah, there's some, like I said, there's a whole lot of controversy come out.
And we're not getting to that.
We're not getting into that. I think the really interesting that you and I will love getting into, and I'm sure our listeners would also like, is where do you think Weber would be headed next season?
There's always talks of Weber going back to Le Mans because he has history with
Yeah,
Mercedes.
he's history with Mercedes, 98, 99. He raced with Mercedes. He had a DNF though, so not the most enticing of history. But yeah, let's hear your view. Where do you think he's headed in 2014?
Could be Ferrari. Could be Ferrari.
You mean the man who can't play number 2 in Red Bull will go to Ferrari and play number 2 to Alonso?
What I'm trying to say is Massa will come and play number 2 in Red Bull and Weber will go and play number 2 in a Ferrari where Alonso is clear daddy.
That'll be an interesting switch. But you know what will be an even more interesting switch? Rishi?
Tell me about it.
If Raikkonen
Yes.
and Weber were to switch.
Brilliant strategy. Brilliant. Ask me why.
Why?
When the team comes on the radio and tells Raikkonen to hold station, Multi 21, Raikkonen would turn back and say, I know what I'm doing.
Leave me alone. That would be really interesting, Rishi.
Okay, but Helmut Marko, the granddaddy at Red Bull, has said they might just look into Weber moving out and another driver coming in.
Yes, I'm sure they will probably have those discussions. They've been having it for a few years.
And they have shortlisted a few names.
I'm like the easiest ones would be the Toro Rosso drivers, Ricciardo and Verne. Okay.
Uh-huh.
The one name I haven't heard discussed a lot is Sebastian Buemi. I don't know what that poor kid is doing being the third driver in Red Bull in any case.
He doesn't know what he's
Okay.
doing.
But the most interesting choice, Rishi.
Yes.
Who do you think is your most interesting choice?
I would put Nico Hülkenberg in that
Yes,
seat.
yes.
We both are big fans of Nico. He's doing excellently well at Sauber. The way he drove in Malaysia. I will give you one more name.
Ouch.
That name is going to be Jules Bianchi.
Why not? Interesting.
He's a new kid on the block. He's got talent to prove. He's out racing his teammate to death. And I think he'll come in cheap as well.
Yeah, he'll come in cheap. Interestingly, that would be the second Ferrari driver, academy driver, not racing for Ferrari
After Sergio Perez.
after Sergio Perez. So that's an interesting choice. I mean, given how well he's done with Marussia in the first 2 races,
Uh-huh.
that's a great choice.
Tell me one man who's never going to give this podcast a repetitive listenership.
Oh my God. Another trick question. Who?
Lewis Hamilton.
Why is that?
He's just begged for that seat and now he's going to get it, but he's just signed multi-deals with Mercedes. So, sorry. Maybe Nico Rosberg could come there because, hold position.
Yes.
Sadly, there's another 10 days without Formula One, without revving, without burning rubber, without Pirelli. I don't know. And a little bit of news, there might be Michelin coming back to Formula One. All of that and more will be discussed in the next podcast. Well, we might just be discussing a little bit of MotoGP because there's absolutely nothing happening on tracks. You like Valentino Rossi?
Of course, yes.
Yes, I like the Yamaha too. Vroom.